Hello again, Go players. This is BenKyo, and I'm going to continue my Tygem Crusade, my conquest through the ranks. Let's do this. This is game number 2, technically 3, but the first one was sort of not one of my videos. If possible, depending on what happens in this game today, I'm going to try to explain a few things a little better than last time. Hopefully there won't be too much interruptions this time, like, ice cream truck, ambulance, tribal singing, dancing outside my window. Come on, come on. Come on, Lee. Come on, Lee. Come on. All right. Come on, come on. Cool. We are black again. This time, I'm going to do the same thing as last time. Okay. Unusual. Okay. So white is playing on the side for some reason. I'm just going to go here, leaving white not enough room on this side and thus wanting to play there, and which induces me to take a second corner. Okay. White's being very aggressive, sure. So when you have like stones nearby this corner on both sides, you can invade there. You'll damage your own outside in your sequence of living. White, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, Tygem Baduk. And then you still need this exchange. Yeah, so if I don't want that to happen, I can just play something like this. Is it really, does it really matter that much though? I could, after this, I could Hane here. And then when white Hane's under, I can Atari, and then Atari. Alright. I'll play this slow defensive move. It's not a bad move. I mean, at least it gets you some control over the center of sorts. Either way, I mean, if white goes here, I can take the other corner. And vice versa. I'm not really sure what white's trying to do with these flimsy jumping moves. Well, you don't have to fear anything in terms of like a moyo happening out here. Look how thin these shapes are, and like look how open the center is. If this happens in your game, you just need to sit back, relax, and don't just start playing moves here immediately. Just leave it alone. Don't make white thick. Just play good moves and let white play bad moves. It's fine. Just let white be. He wants to play bad moves. Just let him. You gotta tell yourself that. So, yeah, what should I do? Just something normal? Like, part of me, wants to, like, build here and then make white afraid of me coming out here. or approaching here, that when you enclose like this, it acts like kind of a wall. And what it means is like if you play, let's say this, it helps you box in this area. Like later you jump. So that's why we say this kind of move increases the value of this side. If white encloses the corner or something similar along here, it's going to be a really good move. But that's really big too, though. So I'm not really sure what to play. It doesn't really matter that much, though. I'm going to go with a far approach here to almost guarantee that I develop on the side I want to. Now I'm just going to revert this to Joseki. It's a little bit of a weird move, that attachment. But, I mean, I'm kind of getting what I want anyways. So maybe white wants a Sente corner and then take the other corner. Yeah, that's fine. I think I want to do this version. Okay, this white is so aggressive. Whew. Okay, let's fight. Well, for starters, I can do this. Oh, actually, maybe I should have done this one. Anyway, that's fine. I really want to pincer this now, but this Hane is too annoying. That's so solid. Makes this move look so perfect now. What on earth is that? This like dog face thing that's not making any eyes and it's just playing in the center. What the heck? Am I missing something? Is this like a trick? Is he gonna like rip this apart because of that stone? Like I don't get it. Jumping this way would make a lot more sense. Well, this thing is strong, but it's not that strong, right? Like there's peeps and square peep thingy, and I might as well attack this way because this is really narrow anyways. Although I am very tempted actually to play this one. It's really hard to attack this, to be honest, because as dumb as this move is, this shape is really flexible and there's ways to make eyes down here. So maybe I should just Tanuki. Yeah, so I'm just going to take the other corner. But I can attack it later, which means if I want, I can get stones around here. I'm very tempted to play this, but I'm leaking over here actually. Developing this area is kind of hampered by this leak. So maybe I'll let white develop there. I'm just gonna be simple, play here. If white approaches, I can develop over here, make white afraid of this. This is not a thing. This is not a good move. As soon as black goes here, not only does black get the corner, but black's ahead of white and can play like this, as you can see. This is very painful for white. This is why you don't do, what is it, a knee hit? Coming that close. This is why we always leave an extra space. So this is kind of a vital point right here. If white goes here, it's better shape and it's Sente. And this is Sente for black and it's building thickness. Anyway, this is what I want to do. Well, actually, I could pincer. Actually, pincer might have been better. Because you pincer and white gets nothing, basically, and then is forced to push along and you go along with him and get territory here. So actually, pincer probably was better. But if I were white, I would have played it at least one more space over. This is like asking to be attacked. And attacking, as I stressed last video, is the best way to profit. Because it's like getting it for free. So if white Hane's here and I block, then this cut will work. So I need to be a little careful. So for some reason I want to play this. It just feels like it lines up nicely with white's jump and feels annoying for white and helps me out. But I think this side is more important. It's a little awkward actually for white. Like if you play this, then your shape's really bizarre. And if you come in here, then I just jump and you're like attacking yourself. And I didn't really care about the territory here anyways because it's leaking here. Yeah, so I really think this is cool. But I will extend. Okay, let's go far. It's a little more dangerous, but I want to stress. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna jump and make sure everything's cool over here. That's just making me thicker. Less agi inside, that's fine. That is so slow, and I am happy to just go here or ignore it. Wow, I'm so tempted to play this. What the heck is this thing? By making this kind of exchange, you lose the ability to attach here. You lose any agi that could have been in the corner, which could result from all kinds of stuff white might do. It's really not a good exchange. Not every peep is a good one. So these are both bad exchanges for white, and they don't help. So if I come out here, white has no choice but to come out. And as we both move out, I can start moving out from here to attack this. And then later on, this will become better for attacking this now that I have stones here. Oh, misclick. Alright, misclick. It's time to turn this into the best move ever. Wow. Now when I go here, these might all die. Okay. I could actually just ignore that. And that is what I'm going to do. Let's see if these get captured. White breaking through now would only help me attack this. So I have actually enough time to connect this afterwards. So let's make white run out and just profit from it even in subtle ways. It's all you need. So now I connect. See, it makes more sense to connect now. That's not even Sente. It's kind of Sente though, because if white goes here and forces me, then this connects up. So, yeah. Okay. This is harder to attack than I thought. But maybe I can switch over to this one now. Should I make a mirror move over here? For some reason I want to play that. But white's probably going to attach over here. I might as well just guarantee my profit. I could lead white into each other and let them get safety. It's fine. I mean, attacking is always worth it even if all you make is 1 point, right? Obviously I'm making more than 1 point, but... And I don't have anything that's really in danger. I should be able to get this. I could do it now if I'm afraid, actually. Should I peep here? It looks like a good exchange. One thing though is that when you peep here, white becomes able to attach here without worrying about that cut. So you don't just want to peep like randomly all the time. But I think in this case, because white could like easily connect going this way. Is it good? I'm gonna hold off on that first, actually. Actually, no, there's a cut in my own shape, so this will help me get out somewhat. Alright, now I need to keep threatening this, I guess, which gets me a little bit of territory. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just making little bits of points. Now I will come back here and make sure I'm safe with this thing. And how do I make myself safe? Attack! Isn't it funny how that works? This seems worth playing, I guess. I really want to turn here. Kind of. Ish. It's hard to surround this. I should just write this off because it's not efficient trying to surround something that's hard to surround. That's not even that big anyways. I should play something. Otherwise, white will do things and separate me and make me a sad panda, so... yeah. Actually, I want to attack these because I have all these stones right above it. Yeah, but I'll wait. I'll get safety first. Points and safety first. Probably white's gonna turn. Okay, I want to counterattack if possible. But I won't. Too many things white could do in response. Like Hane here, and if I respond, Atari and then Atari. Anyway, I'm extremely safe now, so I feel good. Na, 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 na. I knew that I would. Alright, so safe, yeah. White has like lots of dame points, just getting like nothing, nothing, nothing. This is probably less than 15 points altogether. So I'm just gonna play over here. Hopefully my corner agi is getting reduced. And I can fix all my problems while I expand my territory. With under the premise of this attack. Well, it's not like that's Sente. I'm looking at this Tetsuji, which is like, you go here, white obviously goes here, otherwise you get to return, which is awesome. Which would uproot white and make white have only one choice, which is run. So you go here, white goes here, you go here, Hane, cut, white has to go there, you Atari it, and like threaten these stones, and you sacrifice those two inside, but you make a wall. Yeah, but I don't know if that's actually that great of an idea in this case. I really want to give this white a hard time if possible. So I'm gonna... that's stone. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. See, this is the kind of times when you need to be creative. And... play this for some territory, attacking white. Then, at this point, I don't even care what I do now. I already exchanged this one. and got this one. If I had have exchanged this first, then this wouldn't have been Sente necessarily. So later if I extend, I threaten to place here, which makes white not alive. But white can run this way. If anything, this is probably the better move because it expands this and it stops white from attaching here. I also, well, yeah, this part's fine. So there's nothing I can really do to white, honestly. And there's nothing I even want to do to white. I already got everything I could hope for. So there's nothing the matter with my shapes. Yeah, yeah. So I'll just play these small profitable moves while they're Sente. Then I'll look for something Gote that's a lot bigger. Maybe this Hane is really big actually. It's like huge. Don't tell me you're gonna cut. Okay, good boy. See, white's building my Moyo for me for some reason. See, at this point, even if you could still attack white, it's so close to alive, if not already. Uh, and yeah, it is alive, pretty much. It's not literally alive, but come on. So there's really no point, especially like, who cares about this one stone, right? It already served its purpose by influencing white to go here, making white play here, which ends up like a -1 in a sense. They canceled out, so this is great. I already made this. Maybe I want to control for white, like, coming in there, so I should play something. Oh, maybe Sente, because white's afraid of getting cut, I guess. To be honest, white doesn't have to worry that much. White can just run this way. Like, if I were white, I'd be very confident now that anything here can get eyes by itself. But this looks good. If white responds, that's awesome. My Moyo is complete. Oh my god. That's not very good in this case because first of all, this is still open. So the bamboo isn't really that appropriate. Also, you don't really take away the liberties of my stones that way, so I don't have anything to fear. I'm perfect here. So maybe I should get this before white does because it's like double Sente, meaning Sente for him and Sente for me. By the way, so first of all there's Gote, then there's Sente, and usually a Sente has about double its value compared to a Gote. So if you have a Gote 10 points and a Sente 6, usually the Sente 6 is worth playing more. And that's because if it's Sente, that means you play it, they respond, and you get your turn back, right? That means you get points for free. So there's absolutely no reason not to do that, right? Uh, and 6 point Sente in general, not absolutely, but usually, you can consider kind of like a 12-point Gote. That's kind of the comparison. Then there's reverse Sente, which is actually used to describe a Gote move, but it's a Gote move that stops the Sente of the opponent. So it's a Gote, but it stops a Sente. Therefore, it has around the same value as a Sente because taking away a Sente from your opponent is kind of the same as playing a Sente for yourself in terms of the value, right? Finally, there's double Sente, where if white had have played the Hana here, I would have had to Atari and connect, and I lost 2 points. But here I played this, and white loses 2 points. So it's double Sente. So even though it's 4 points, uh, the urgency of that move is kind of like 16 points. It's quadruple. You double and then double again. Obviously, I didn't actually just get 16 points from that, but you can think of it as like that's how horrible it feels to have it done to you. High level players would never let this happen. If white had a chance to go there, white would have went there. It's Sente. for both. This looks sort of big. I already won, so it doesn't matter, but this is actually really big because monkey jump and this move and then first line stuff. It's probably not the biggest though. This one was bigger. Uh, so that's threatening the monkey jump. Do I care? I really want to play this though because it has follow-ups after too, like a clamp or something, and alright, I gotta stop that monkey jump because this one is still technically a gote, whereas this one would be finish in sente for white. And like I just said, sente is kind of like twice as valuable as its value in gote. So that would be very painful for me. It's also really annoying if white gets this move, but it's a little different here. Because when white plays here and I block, there's still the problem where I go here, and if white connects, I can do stuff here. Okay, so I'm Atariing there, yes, but now I'm gonna Tanuki because that's like 5 points-ish. In this case, because of my liberties, it's a little better than 5, but it's less than 7 points to take this. Whereas this is like Sente for white, and it's Gote from me, but I have a follow-up move here, which is Sente because of that cut. And there's this one too. So this is huge. Okay, cool. This is big, but it might not be the biggest just yet. If white plays here, I'm gonna lose these 2 points as well, with the privilege of the first line Hane left over. And if I go here, white has like maybe 3 less points. Yeah, this one is... Sure. I probably could have like pushed and Atari'd and then Hane for even more points. Well, white responded. So it seems I'm getting all the big endgames. That's because in the Q levels, usually the defensive instinct takes over. But actually, right now, it all comes down to math. You just count and... Alright, I'll connect this because that can't be small, even if there's something bigger. If I really want Sente here, I could consider trying to attach here. White, black, white, black. But then when white goes here, there's like a push, and this is probably still better this time. Yeah, okay. Cool, I get Sente again. That didn't seem any bigger than this one. And this looks pretty big now. You know, usually these moves in the center, they get reduced so easily, and they don't actually... Yeah, they're usually smaller than the edge moves, but it's coming down to it now, so... This might be big enough now. Because if white comes in, I have to worry about this cut and other stuff. The other sucky thing about these center moves is that sometimes you kind of make territory for your opponent too while you do it. That's why it's kind of all about the edges. Wow, really? Okay, I guess that's big-ish. Yeah, kind of big. Like I couldn't really get far in anyway though. Over here looks pretty big. Ish, not that big actually. I feel like this is bigger-ish. Is it? If I Hane here, they ignore, and I cut here for like around 5 points, and I would lose Sente again. Okay, I'm not gonna respond to that. White can still break in if I do this with this move. So I'll just do this and make sure this one can't get out while I threaten. No Hane, huh? This is how white, like, if white plays this, usually I would take that to mean they think they're ahead. But that is not the case. So now I'm just gonna make sure there's no funny business with like peep, peep, connect, and then like somehow connect out and reduce me here. I guess white's afraid of eyes, so I'm gonna go here because I think that's gonna get a response. And it takes out the eye there too, which is like making sure it's Sente. Otherwise I would do this one. Kind of want to play here because if white goes here, I go there, then there's a lot of endgame stuff to do in there. And I can go here after. Alright, let's just do that. Well, that's a little too small. I can go there to force white to lose 1 point, but it's still a little bit. So that would be a reverse Sente. It's a Gote move for white that takes away my Sente move. So it's 1 point, but its value is more like 2 points, just like how you double the Gote value if it's a Sente move instead. So it's about 2 points, but that's too small because I can do stuff like this. This is obviously more than 2 points. Okay, so this is also worth more than 2 points, or a minimum of 2 points anyhow. Maybe this one is bigger. Actually, this is big enough now. Why should, yeah, okay. That one looks better than this one, just on the basis of Aji. Yeah, now this is actually like big. So I could play this as a reverse Sente move. And to a certain degree, it's actually a kind of like a double Sente because of that push and then push, which is Atari. Although that would just be a snapback, but that would be a nice game for me in Sente. I'm gonna go here first then to prepare for that, so that white doesn't go here first in Sente. Now I can do this. Avoid losing that point and also reducing white. So if I take and white takes back, it means I gain 1 point in Sente. But if I connect, it's a little dangerous looking for white. Actually, there's no danger for white, but I think I'm going to get a response. So, yep. So I gain 1 point from that exchange. I capture 2, he captures 1. Next, this is 1 point reverse. These pushes are still a little meaningless because I can do it whenever I want. But it is getting close to that time. It's unprofessional though to... this is Sente, because I can go here if white doesn't respond. And I don't really need to rush that. White can go here, which is a little annoying. Yeah, I'll go here to just kind of maximize the points around here. Yeah, so if I try to maximize territory like this, white can Atari there. I connect, then Atari there. I connect, then connect. So I need to actually I need to actually just go here. So that's a pretty good move for white, I guess. Yeah. For sure. Yep. So now it's getting late enough in the game where I might want to consider doing the meaningless pushes everywhere to keep reducing 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. Okay, yeah, this happens a lot in Q level games, right? You just gotta stay very calm. When you have so much strength out here, there's nowhere that white could run to, right? That means all you have to do is focus on making sure they don't get corner eyes. Like, literally, you could play something like this, even though the shape looks all broken. Because all you're trying to do is getting rid of the eyes that are right there. So I'm just going to descend here because, to me, it's very clear now that white can't get eyes. See, when white does this, perfect example I wanted to show, you don't Hane here. Of course, white is actually still going to die even if you play like this. But this is not how you respond when you have like infinite strength over here. You can just like go hardcore like this and destroy all the eyes very clearly. And if white turns here, you can Tanuki. You can Tanuki. I'm not. The only reason I'm not gonna Tanuki is because I don't want white to play a million more moves here, thinking like one day he'll find another eye. I'd rather make this game end faster, so I'm just gonna block. I know that I won already, so I don't need to gain more points by Tanukiing. Yep. Alright, so there's Atari, 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 and Destruction. So, I don't really want to play here though, because that's not really the best I can do in terms of endgame. Even this would be better, since white's going to make me connect anyway, so I can go here. That way, if white went there, I'd be able to Hane. Even this. Actually, no, not that. Well, either way, this is still going to be a forcing move on me if I do this. But I don't want to play inside if I don't have to play inside, right? Alright. So, white, 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 connect, dead. So, if I do this, 1, 2, 3, 4, white could Atari, then go here to like a jump, and then throw in and Atari again, and then dead. So, well, in the end I had to play this anyway, so I guess I should have just played this directly. But then again, maybe not, actually. Yeah. Oh, this is still Sente for white. That sucks. Because white white, Atari, take, Atari, connect, kill. So I really should have just been simple and just connected in the first place. Whatever. So if white goes here, it's Sente. So maybe I should play reverse Sente. Right. Let's do that. And if white responds, I'll do a whole bunch of pushes and stuff, and then I'll play there, or there. I'm honestly not really sure why this game is still going though, but it's okay. White has so much time left. I mean, yeah, I was explaining stuff that burnt out a lot of time, but well, I think thinking a lot is the best way to improve, and of course to find the best moves and to think clearly. I find most people play pretty fast, but I also find most people don't necessarily improve super fast. So I really recommend taking your time and thinking clearly. You'll get the most improvement out of your games. That's what I think. Might as well just get all these pushes over with. They're all Sente anyways. And I kind of want to play here, but this one looks bigger anyways. Not only does it keep this 1 point from me, but now when white goes here, this becomes Atari, so it means I could get Sente. Of course, white could have, instead of connecting, could have gone down there, using the Ko shape to try to force me. Yeah, that's what I would have done probably, since this is not a point anyways. But whatever, whatever. So this is big. It's worth at least 2 points since my next follow-up to it is Sente. So the real technique white should employ over here, because there's two sides, is to Hane here, and then when black blocks, Hane here. And then when black blocks, you can just make them both Ko and kind of half defend both of them at the same time. You can do that kind of thing when you don't want black to get any of those two. Like, even though you have two stones that can be captured in Ko, that means black only potentially can get a point by capturing one of those. But you already forced black back. You already forced his territory back by 1 point on each side. That means even if black captures both Kos, the best he can do is go back to normal in terms of the total territory, right? So Hane, Hane, and diagonal. Of course, it's better when you have a stone here. if you don't even have a stone here, and like you can't make even 1 point, then you could just Hane and not connect any of them. Because when black captures one, you'd be able to Atari that stone that captured, and then that would turn this side into a ko. And they'd both be ko's again anyways. So if you imagine black went there and white went there, and then later it's white's turn here, so then white should go white, and then consider Tanuki. So that's kind of an endgame technique. Oh, I should have pushed here. But it doesn't really matter because like there's 2 point moves around anyways still, and like this one. So it doesn't actually matter at all to me right now, even if white gets this 1 point reverse sente gote move. So that's fine. In fact, technically the perfect thing to do is probably to keep just a couple of them, just in case of some sort of co-fight. This is just subtle stuff, you know, but it's like, how professionally can you play? Because it can make a difference. But, well, most of the people watching this video probably have more important things to focus on. White's taking a while. I mean, I took a while too, but I hope White's not trying to just drain all the time out. I'm just gonna end this video here then. So, I'll review this game maybe in another video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.